a while since we spoke. I don't know if this card will find you, but I hope it does. I've been thinking about you lately, and I miss the times when I was just a doll and your friend. Do you remember how we would play on the merry-go-round together or climb trees in the backyard? My hand would be glued in yours as we went on adventures. Now I'm sure you're still on adventures. You turned 50 this year. Did you ever become a dancer like you wanted? I'm on adventures of my own. Sort of. But I'm ready for it to end. Don't get me wrong. My life is interesting, to say the least. But I've lived long enough and seen enough things in this diner. So I thought I'd write and share with you one last story. Mine. I see new people every day, but they move on with their lives and forget to say goodbye as they walk out the door. Maybe it's because I'm easily forgotten, perched up on this wall. I don't remember the last time I had a body. My limbs were replaced by a red potty chair with chipping paint. It's my new home in a diner that looks like an I Spy attic. I spy with my little eye a baby head stuck in a chair. Children spy me, proud when their friends guess it right. It's the highlight of my day. The only part of my day, really, unless you count me watching people chew and have conversations without me. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Love, baby. Do you remember when we would wave hello to your mother from the top of the playground castle? She waved back, standing tall and proud on the ground. She was our protector, guarding us as we played knights and princesses. You made me your knight, and I like to think I protected you too. I have a mother of my own now. She overlooks the diner with all of her knights on her shoulders. Mother sits the highest on the wall while defying gravity. Her children dance in rings around her. Her leering eyes watch every man, woman, and child that enters the diner. Her face says, "Don't touch anything." Mother's sister, Lady Army, protects her while Mother watches over me. Lady Army is firm, her green as harsh as her bite. The little army men in her hair say, "And don't think about stealing anything." I haven't been stolen yet, but the tricycle in the corner tells me, "Don't get too comfortable," because it could happen. Mother's sisters, the other mannequins, have been stolen before. And the toilets got stolen too, except for me, although technically I am one now. In the diner, you never know what could happen. Love, baby. I've been here for several years. But when the diner shuts off the lights and locks the doors, I pretend like I'm back at your home, where you and I played and laughed together. Your bedroom was a fairy wonderland, with sparks of pink and brushes of green. My life now is full of color, too. It's a rainbow that vomited everywhere, and then faded slightly. The colors are bright, yes, but they're faded with age and yearning. We want to be played with again, but we're told we're art. Not to be touched. We're not toys. We're old things. Or at least, that's what the artist said. You lost me in a sea of boxes in your mother's house. I remember the dust and spiders. I was trapped for years until an artist bought me at a yard sale. I like to think you gave me away because you forgot I was there, and not because you didn't want me anymore. Although I was found, I feel just as trapped as I did then. No, I don't have the sting of dust in my eye sockets, but I have something much worse. I watch people live their lives without me while I'm stuck in a potty chair screwed in a wall. Baby. I'm sorry if my last postcard sounded bitter. I understand why you and I left each other's lives. I don't blame you, but I wish things had ended differently. Did you have children? I like to imagine that you did, and pretend that when I was found, I was played with again. Would your kids have loved me as much as you did? Sad thoughts roam through my head all the time. I can't help it, but Dumbo tries to cheer me up. He's my closest friend in this place. He dangles under a basket on the ceiling in endless rotation. Circle after circle, he always flashes a big smile at me as we lock eyes. I don't have eyes anymore. They were lost long ago. But I can still see through the black holes in my head. Dumbo knows that, and says hello with every rotation he makes. While soft jazz music plays, harmonized with clinking plates, chitter-chatter, and chewing, Dumbo reminds me there is some happiness in this silly life we have now. Love, baby. I think this will be my last card I write to you. I've loved reliving our favorite moments in my head, but it's time for me to say goodbye once and for all. I'm sure you're off doing great things as a dancer or singer or whatever your dream is now, but thinking of my old life won't do me any good anymore. That's what Dumbo said anyway. Here is fun, he said. I don't know if he believes that, but he wants me to believe it. It'll make me feel better if I do. The diner is fun. Children come in all the time, and I watch them get older when they come back. But it's also torture, stuck in the same spot with no hope of any change. I have my spot on the wall with my head in a chair, and it will always be my spot. In front of me on the other wall is a poster. Life, death, and all that jazz, it says. I have the life, and I have the jazz, but I'll never have the death. I'm old, but I don't want to be anymore. I've been played with, I've been lost, and I've been gawked at. But I wish it could be over. So I'm sending these cards to you as my way to say goodbye. Once they're posted, I can pretend the old baby died, and the new one is just a doll with its head in a chair. Love, for the last time, baby.